What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. It's a unique Friday, so we're playing around with some new mics, just messing around today. If you can hear me, drop a one in the comments or drop your city and state in the comments. I know some of you today have been crying because the stock market was doing what it does, hop all over the place. But look, let's get tied up. Let's get your pen and paper out because we gonna teach today, baby. We decided we're gonna teach a live training and keep it pushing. Okay. Now, a great book I picked back up off my shelf is this one. How to Get Rich, Felix Dennis. And tell me if you can hear me from this angle. How to Get Rich with Felix Dennis. This is a great book. It's one I reference a lot. I ordered it again new because I keep donating books. I'll be giving people books. I'm like, oh, read this and call me back. I always forget who I gave it to. So I done bought this book maybe 7 times. And on page, in the beginning, baby, early in the book, and make sure y'all can hear me in here. If you can't, let me know. Let me get up here. Now, of course, this guy is a British guy who loves America. He says he wished England could be the 51st state. So you know his opinions on America. Now, here is this great page at page 5 in the introduction. It was so popular, they moved it up in the book because every copy I get, I used to have to dig into the back of the book to get to it. So, we're going to start here and then we're going to go on to the rest of the day. All right. Wealth measured by cash in hand or quickly realized assets. All right. So if you got $100,000 or $400,000 in cash, you're comfortably poor. Let me tell you that again. $100,000, $400 in cash, you're comfortably poor. And I know a lot of reasons why people put that. 400,000 to $1 million, comfortably off. Now he says the lesser rich is when you got 2 to 10 million on cash. The rich is 30 to 7 million in cash or quickly realize assets. Okay. Now let's go over here to table 2. If you get this book, table 2. Okay. Table 2 says wealth measured by total assets, the net worth. Okay. 2 to 4 million, comfortably poor. You know why? Because you got a friend or family member could own a house in California or New York. That's $2 million. But guess what? They broke. Okay. So let's keep on going. Rich is 150 to 200 million in true total assets. Okay. So this just, you can go all over this thing. But again, the lesser rich, 30 million to 80 million. Again, in the book, he says, if you got $80 million, Forbes magazine and some of these places don't even care about you. They don't, right? And so there's a guy who has an ad right now on YouTube that is literally says, are you a black business owner looking to make $30,000 to $50,000 a month? He knows exactly who he's talking to. Okay. Because let's get to it. To be 1% is $538,000 a year. And depending on the state, it can be more or less. If you're in South Carolina, $248,000 for your yearly income, you are in the 1%. Okay. So now that we've kind of got through that part, right? Because if you see the description, I got it pretty detailed what I want to talk about today. You got to understand what is the mental block. This past week, I did more calls than that, but I did about 7 calls where people said, Erica, how can I make $1 million in a year? And we completely reverse engineered. And if I could record those phone calls, y'all, and sell those as a package bundle, I'd make a lot of money. But anyway, what is the mental block that's stopping you from seeing it? Right? Get a piece of paper, write this stuff down, because a lot of you have a mental block. Well, I would love to make $500,000 a year, but this. A lot of times we physically see ourselves having to do the physical labor of $500,000. Like, I got to physically go out there and get it. Okay. So some of y'all, depending on the block, Erica, my credit, Erica, the money, Erica, the cash flow. Everybody's got something, right? Where are you stuck? Right? So for me, I would go through a series every time I get to a stuck point, regardless of money, an event, something. I would go, okay. I'm going to clean my apartment. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to eat really healthy for the rest of the day. I'm going to take my vitamins, right? Because when all those things are in a normal setting and I'm doing other stuff, all of a sudden ideals pop up. And I can move from there. Or when I'm stuck, I go, well, how do we create $20,000? I didn't say go out and work. I didn't say go run around. I said, how do we create $20,000? So today where everybody's freaking out about the stock market, you know what I did? I literally bought well, I don't know, I can tell you some of it. I bought 10 Kendrick Lamar tickets and I'm gonna turn around and sell them bad boys. So I just created 2 or 3 grand for myself. Okay? 2 or 3 grand for myself because in the next 30 days they're gonna be ready to be sold. All right. So you gotta just, are you doing everyday income generating assets that you could, like, I can generate money today if I had to. I can move money and make something happen today. I can create a sale. One of my affiliates today, um, Ashley J, pallet business. And people are like, well, who's buying pallets, Erica? And as soon as I post the actual post in the community tab, somebody's like, oh yeah, I bought a pallet. If I knew what I knew now, I'd have bought 2 or 3 of them. This time is coming again. The same thing happened in the last, and let me be very clear. I hate the word recession because I want you to pay attention. There's going to be 3 classes. I wrote it down. Where is it at? Let me see. I wrote it down in my little notes. And it's a joke, but it's not a joke, okay? Choosing class, settling class, stuck class. Because whenever I say, well, $30,000 a year, because somebody in the comments always does it. Well, Erica, it says if you make $30,000 a year to $100,000 a year, you're middle class. Everybody in here, do you think if you make $30,000 a year, you're middle class? Put a 1 if it's a yes. Put a 2 if it's a no. Like, let's just go ahead and test it out before we get started. If you think $30,000 a year is middle class, put a 1 in the comments. If you don't think it is, put a 2 in the comments, okay? Because I'm telling you, they are trying to sell you very low expectation living life. And I can tell you it's not going to work. There's not enough voodoo in the hoodoo for you to convince yourself it's going to work. Now you say, well, Erica, I'm out in Ohio. I'm out in the middle of the nowheres. I'm out in West Virginia. I'm out in Wyoming. Okay, it may be there. It may be there. I apologize. It may be there. Right? But I'm going to call that class the stuck class. Stuck with roommates you don't like. Stuck in places you don't like. Stuck getting your car broke into. Stuck working at Target, you don't want to be there. Stuck being a teacher's assistant, you don't want to be there. Stuck driving a school bus, you don't like kids. Stuck working at a movie theater. Stuck at a job, people telling you what to do. Stuck. And why am I bringing up Target? I went to Target today. Today is a Friday. I usually have a reset Monday, but I had to move all my schedule around because I'm not going to Atlanta this weekend. My energy levels could not take it. Y'all know my feelings on Atlanta. My energy was not in the right place. I said, I ain't going. They're not going to get me this weekend. So I said, I'm going to go do my other plans and go to the other conferences I'm going to next week and just move my schedule around. I made today a relaxed day. I go to Target, man, it's bustling in there like gangbusters. Everybody and their mama in there. I'm like, good gracious. What, is there a sale? Is something going on? No, just a busy Target, okay? And what was funny about Target is the food section was empty, but the rest of the store was busy. Very busy, okay? And as I'm going around, I get what I need. I hear this one girl tell the other girl, well, I mean, if you got to go right now, you can go to lunch now. She said, well, I've been extra in here an extra 45 minutes. I look over. It's a Latina lady talking to a white lady. And I'm like, she would not talk to me like that. No, she would not. I would go on my lunch, click it out, peace out. And I just always think about the times. And I bought this little mic. I bought a couple other products and stuff. But that's the first thing the lady says, oh, you must work from home. Man, you must do a lot of meetings. And I just said, I sure do. I never tell people in public what I do. They won't comprehend. Even if I say, hey, I'm a YouTuber, I own a media company. Even now, I still have to tell my friends and family what I do. What do you do? What do you do? This is a hub of business. I have a YouTube channel. It's a media company. I bring in affiliates. I have 250 affiliates. I bring people in. I connect them with folks. I have them interact with each other and they make money. I make money. That's what it is. The magic, the who of the hub. But that's what it is. All right. And what you've noticed is a bunch more people have come to the hub. Wall Street Trapper earlier, I put a little $2 super chat in his chat. He's like, Erica. I said, that's right. That's me. You know, it's me. At the end of the day, I'm going to say what I said. I told people 6 years ago, come on to YouTube. Oh, Erica, man, I don't know about YouTube. And look at them now, loving it. Loving the long form content, loving to be able to explain themselves. They ain't having to do dances all over like it's TikTok. They don't have to be out here dancing like P. Diddy on a video. Okay? They ain't got to do that. It's long form content. People are looking for long form content. If not, y'all be on TikTok right now. Some of y'all might be on TikTok on your other phone. I don't know. So let me get back because, I get lost. We called them 3 classes. The stuck class. Okay. Number 2 is the settling class. Now, April Mason was on Mo's Atlanta show, and I really want to bring April Mason on the channel. I really do. Oh, what's up, Ken Billions? I thank you for the appreciate. And the woman on the show said, well, she said, if I trust him, if I vetted him, I trust his leadership, I'm gonna do stuff for him too. And then immediately the woman goes, well, what is he doing for you? And she said, well, if I done vetted the man, if I done trusted the man, then we be doing something for each other, right? Right. And she said, well, what if the woman be settling? Sometimes people settle. And I said, And April Mason said, well, that was a choice. Mic drop, mic drop. Let me tell you something. Settling is a choice. I'm so glad she said it. Settling is a choice. Everybody in here had a choice. You had a choice on the woman. You didn't get Halle Berry. You got your wife, and she's a beautiful woman. Enjoy her. You didn't get Denzel. You didn't get Jason Momoa. You settled. And guess what? That's absolutely fine. Right? You ain't at your dream job, but you like your current job. You settled. Now, here's where Grant Cardone and that settling class comes in. Every day you sell yourself. You sell yourself on, is this a good thing for me? Is this the job I want to be in? Is this the marriage I want to be in? You sell yourself every morning. Man, that woman's so beautiful to me. Right? That man is a great man. Every day you get up and sell yourself on it. Right? You are going to see April Mason on TV, but you didn't hear that from me. She was at my event in April in Atlanta, but we'll keep it pushing. So anyway, what I want you to understand is settling is a choice, right? And what's going to happen is when it comes to the stuck class of people and the settling, when people say, well, Erica, no one's going to work in jobs. No one's going to go back to these offices, Erica. Everybody's going to work remote. I remember I had an employee and I offered him $50,000 a year. Now, it didn't dawn on me to ask him how much he ever made in the past. He only ever made $30,000 a year. So by me offering him $50K, hope the mic isn't too loud. Y'all can always tell me in the chat. This is a new mic. I said, it didn't dawn on me like, hey, let's go ask him how much he made before. He only ever made $30,000. So we're throwing activities at him. We're throwing, hey, do this, do this, do this, do this. And he's like, man, I ain't never had a job pay me $50K. I didn't know you had to do so much work. I didn't know you had to do so much work. I said, baby, you making $50K. What you think you was going what you think you was going to do in here? And this is what's going to happen. A lot of folks who are 30 and 40, some companies going to say, hey, I got 50, 60 for you. You're going to get to the office and they're going to be throwing everything at you. The kitchen sink. I went and looked up accountants. How much do accountants make? How much do small office accountants make? 50, 70. Sometimes, if they own their own outfit, they can easily, as an accountant, get up to 100, 150, 200,000. But why would a person who's an accountant take a 50 to 75K a year job? Why would they do it? Because they're settling. I don't want to start my own business. I ain't trying to do that marketing thing. I ain't trying to grow out there. I'm going to just take this 50, 70. Let me tell y'all, my goal this year, the next 90 days, I'm doing something. I can't tell y'all what I'm doing. I'm working on it. I'm building it. I'm connecting with a company. But y'all going to see, okay? Let me get an extra 50K I can sit off to the side. I'm going to hire somebody and just dump work on them. Oh, you want to work from home? Well, now I'm going to dump twice to work on you because I know you're at home chilling, baby. We've got right now, not just my 2 VAs. We've got 3 other VAs from other people's companies because I called all my friends. I said, I need 150 posters, Instagram images, marketing, advertising by Monday. And this was last Monday. Everybody's like, hey, take my VA. Hey, take my VA. Hey, take mine. Hey, you know what else you need? I said, you know what else I need? I need clips. I need 150 clips by Tuesday. Hey, take my other VA. Hey, take me over here. Listen, there's always going to be workers. working. There's always going to be somebody to be able to produce content for you. I want y'all to understand the future is video and content. People don't like to read. I've already looked for the audio. The book I wanted to have finished written, ghost written by a friend, where I gave most of the commentary. He was like, all right, now we got to find an audio person. I said, what? He said, remember, people don't like reading. Maybe go ahead and make this audio book right out the gate. And I said, that's right. You are very right. So hopefully that book will be done by the time I get on stage in Panama in 49 days, because that's going to be hard to talk if I ain't got no book to hold. I'll have to work around it, but nonetheless. Okay. So what I want you to understand is the stuck class and the settling class, they will show up to work. I went and got a sandwich from Ike's in Round Rock today. I drove way out. I was doing too much today. And I went out there and all the tables were dirty. And all 3 staff members just standing back there. And I said, hey man, I really want to eat at one of these tables. You know, do you have something to clean it off? Old boy gonna walk and give me some napkins. I said, nah, like something wet to wipe the tables. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go out there and do it. All the people that came in after me were like, well, damn, it's dirty in here. I guess we'll just go outside. We'll just go outside. No, I'm not going outside. It's hot out there. I want to sit inside the AC and eat this sandwich. Come wipe these tables off. This is what you're dealing with. These are the people requesting $15 an hour as they just stand there. And common sense knows they need to wipe the tables because they work at a food establishment, right? Simple, silly stuff. Simple stuff. This is everywhere. This isn't just here, y'all. I go many places and see people that are making $15 to $20 an hour doing nothing on their phone, complaining. I can't believe they don't pay us more. To do what? If I'm paying the dude at my office $50K and I'm slamming him with work, 10 trucks at a time, he's making sure they're dispatched and sent places and got gas in them and everything going on, and you want more than 15? Come on, man. It's about to get a reality set for a lot of these folks. That's why I say I'm not here to bring y'all down and doom and gloom you. I'm not here for that. The people that I'm talking to are the choosing class. You watch this channel, you stuck, you settling, no problem. I bring on people all the time. Look, Diamond Dave's in the chat. I bring on tech people in the chat. I bring on, I'm going to try to get Ashley on. Flipping pallets, diabetic test strips. What's the other thing I'll be bringing on here all the time? Mobile notary, Andre Hatchett. You name it, we bring it on here. We show y'all different people, different ways to make money, generate income for yourself. Because that's always going to be number one. Let's generate more income. Because where you at now, you stuck or you settling, right? When you start getting more busy and more income coming to your pocket, now you got a different attitude when you come to work. You're not depressed. You're not dreading it. You dig? Okay. So we have content for you, but we also, if you notice, we have the higher level content where I'm talking to you like, hey, let's be smart. Let's be smart. What are we going to invest in? People that, oh, Erica's a recession. Baby. I'm telling you, I'm talking and eating lunch all the time with people who are choosing. I've got friends here who have 2 or 3 rentals in Austin, and baby, they straight lazy. They choosing. You're going to have a choosing class. And when you see the Great Resignation, read what it says. Oh, all these women chose to go home because daycare issues. They couldn't afford daycare because this and that. No, they went home because they had husbands. 90% of them women that went home were white women who had husbands, and they're going to chill at their house. And they're going to look at you crazy. Now your job is saying, well, Lisa and Shanice was still here. Let's load up Shaniqua and them with double the work. And now Shaniqua and Tisha got to figure out, okay, are we going to leave this job? Okay. We're going to leave this job? Are we going to do what? Keep working because we have to work because we're not married ladies. I mean, let's just go there. Let's go there. Okay. So some people don't like that. Okay. Some people don't like that. But the part of the choosing class I'm seeing, when you got friends who, oh, Erica, I dabbled in the stock market a little bit. I only made $3,000 this month, but it was a little something. When you got a husband that don't care if you do that, I got a set of friends right now. Oh, I do have another credit repair biz person. I've had, who's all the people I had on for credit repair? I've had about 4 or 5 people for credit repair. I'm going to have like 2 more come on because they're teaching you how to start a credit repair business, how to clean your own credit. We do all DIY stuff here usually, but we bring people on. Literally, old girl that we brought on before, she's teaching you how to do a credit repair business. I told y'all the next 2 years, credit repair, property preservation. If you're in the rise of 20%, we got everything. We got credit repair, property restoration, roofing, trucking, wholesaling. You go inside of our middleman to millions course. We got roofers, cleaning companies, appliance. We got everything. Because I know there's a choosing class out there that are choosing. They get to choose what they do. If you got low debt and you got a way to bring in money, you ain't got to go outside your house. If you could see my neighborhood right now, let me tell you something. This parking lot used to be full during the pandemic, just full to the titties, full. I'd be like, damn, I mean, if I want to park another car, what am I going to do? Now you can tell who had to go back to work. Now you can tell who can't work from home. Now you can tell who offices said, it's time to come on back, baby. Come on back. Parking lot empty as all day. I'm at the gym in the daytime just doing what I want to do. Hey, do a dance, jog, two-step. I mean, I'm just doing what I want to do at the gym because ain't nobody here. Because they ought to go back into work physically. So you can know who's a choosing class. When I go walk around with my friends in their neighborhoods and most of the cars home and people watering their grass like, hey, girl, hey, that's a choosing class. You know why? Because they bought a house in Austin probably more than 2 years ago. So now their house done doubled in appreciation. And if you're smart, if you got a decent husband with 2 pieces of brain in his head, he knows, look, baby, let's do a cash out refi, buy some other rentals outside of Austin. Okay? Okay? Outside of Austin. Make them be rentals and keep it pushing. Because what are people going to do regardless of any type of recession? Because you got to be careful with your words out here. I'm not going to have no recession. I just had my recession from the trucking about 2 years ago. I'm out of it now. I'm on the back. I'm on the front end. And even during that time, we still were making 20, 30K a month by ourselves off our internet business. But people are like, well, why were you struggling? Because our bills are bigger than that. You dig? Okay? So if you got a resume with any kind of sense, people still going to take vacations because they're a part of the choosing class. They have options. They have choices. Listen to the people who take Terry class for 5K. A bunch of them be like, oh yeah, I mean, I took a bunch of other classes for 20 and 30K on stock trading and I didn't get where I needed to go. If you told me I spent 20K on a stock class and I didn't need to get, I'm meeting that teacher at their house. Hey, just here at your house because I spent 20K. Just want to talk to you. Right? But that's because there's levels to this, right? I spent over 100 and maybe 110,000, I think, at this point in conferences, masterminds, deep teaching levels. People show me stuff, show me this, show me that, show me everything where I'm bumping my head and I'm stuck. There's somewhere in this equation I'm stuck. Show me the math problem. Show me where I'm stuck at. Show me where I'm stuck at. Because I can choose that. Worst case scenario, we still gonna pull 20, 30K out of this YouTube. Now, if we got debt, we got debt. We got to do what we got to do. But at the end of the day, there's no way, and I'm telling y'all because I know this personally. I know somebody with a shitty channel, crappy mic, crappy car videos. She made $4 million. She made, let me say that again, $4 million. There's another dude. He, and y'all might find some of these people I'm talking about. I ain't trying to point no names. He has a crappy channel, crappy car videos. He talks about tax liens and surplus money. Old boy has a network of over, I think he made 3 million off his course sales last year. And then he also, and his channel's crappy and small. If I start tagging him, y'all would blow his channel up. And he literally has a network of over 10,000 people in his email list, and they all work together. They buy up tax liens in the area. They buy up stuff in the area. They really work an area. They work parts of Florida. They so good. He's in North Carolina, and they're working parts of Florida as a team. I keep telling y'all, you don't need 100 people. If you got 3 people, y'all can take over a damn city. I keep trying to tell y'all that, but this is going to be a part of the choosing class. You got people who are stuck. I understand. You got a cousin. She in the project. She just need to work a job. Get that girl a job. Get her some stability. No problem. You got the settling class. You got Bonquisha over here. She married to Mike. Mike and Bonquisha don't really like each other, but they kind of settling for each other. They stuck. Hey, that's the best place they need to be. Maybe in a few years, they'll work on their mindset and their bodies and they'll have a better position. That just is what it is. It is what it is. Choosing class are people who are going to be able to choose to walk away. There are several truckers on YouTube. One boy's young, bought 3 trucks, balling. He just did the math. Hey, if I sell all 3 of these trucks, I can walk away. I think he can walk away with 120, probably 120,000. 120,000 if I sell these trucks and these trailers. Take that money, go put it in real estate like I wanted to do and go live my life. He's doing it. Other truckers are like, why are you selling your trucks, man? Why? Because he got choices. He can be choosy. If you're a truck driver on the road all day, I don't know how y'all listen to Nuck If You Buck all day in the truck. You've got to at some point be listening to books, audio books, increasing, improving your mind. Do you know how many consulting calls we do with truckers on here? A ton. But you got to be able to have choices. You got to pursue a thing. A lot of y'all don't want to pursue anything. So I'm going to leave that one. I have too many notes here. Let's go. Okay. Well, we already went over what was your mental block. Put that on your paperwork. Number 2, where are you stuck? Number 3, what's the number? Y'all be calling me like, listen, man, I need to make $10,000 a month, Eric. I'm like, damn, 10,000. Okay, what you making right now? I'll make 2,200. What? So now you want us to quadruple, if not fifth, times 5 what you already making. So we've got to improve your value to the marketplace and what you can offer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Put a 1 in the comments if y'all understand what I'm saying, because you can't just call me and be like, hey, Eric, I need to make $25,000 a month. Why? Just because I want to. Okay, well, we got to develop and add value there. And we got to figure out what's your vehicle for getting there. Okay, because it's not impossible. There's been 7 calls I did this past week where we broke down how they can have $1 million in their first year of business. It ain't going to be easy. Let's put that out there, okay? And on that side note, what's the number? It's not just momentum, it's progress. Can we track the progress? A lot of y'all be like, well, I work out every week. I eat well. And okay, well, have you lost any weight? No, I haven't lost any weight, but I eat well and I work out every day. I'm in a group of 7 entrepreneurs. We share our weekly weigh-ins with each other. Y'all maybe notice on my Instagram where I keep tagging certain people. We share our weigh-ins. Why the weight ain't move, baby? This week I was eating healthy. See, we don't do that. It's got to be numbers. Tim Jackson done stunning on all of us. Now, we didn't see his first weight, but he might be cheating us. But Tim Jackson lost 38 pounds in 8 weeks or 2 months. Or something like that. 9 weeks or something like that. You got to have a why. And you got to be able to track it. Some of y'all call me, well, I'm thinking I possibly will retire in 5 years. Okay, what's their numbers? How do we know when we're ready to retire? What's the vehicle we're going in? When do we know we're ready? You see what I'm saying? We got to have measurable things, right? I didn't just lose 20 pounds. Y'all can't tell all the way, but if I did this whole camera, you know what I'm saying? I lost 20. It has to be numbers. It has to be tracking. It has to be every day I run. Every day we're swimming for the next 100 days. Every day we're doing something. Next 100 days we're doing this. It's trackable. It's measurable. We done ate salmon to the salmon. We done sick of salmon now. We switching to grilled lamb this week or something. But it's got to be able to be tracked. So I sit here and tell y'all, somebody will call me all the time. I'm Ubering, I'm lifting, I'm doing all this stuff, Erica, but it's not making a difference. And first thing I ask you, y'all know how I am about this. Is it in a separate business bank account? Oh, no, man, I just started Ubering. Put it in a separate regular personal checking account. How can you track what you're making money on? If you're already in a hole, okay? If you're in a hole, stop digging. That's the first thing. We have to assess where we are right now. Baby, we in a hole. Oh, shit. Let's figure out how to get out of this hole. So we need on our sheet of paper, track it today. QuickBooks today. If you have a business and I call you on the phone and you on me, oh, Erica, I'm thinking about this. Do you have QuickBooks? No, I ain't trying to hear it. I almost want to hang the phone up on some of y'all when y'all call me. I'll be like, how you tracking it? How you know what your P&Ls are? How do you know what your balance sheets is? QuickBooks got tutorials. You literally can just plug your debit card to it and it'll upload it from your bank. You link it with your bank. It'll link it for you. And I'm telling you this now because the next 90 days, if you're in trucking, if you're in any of these businesses, you need to be working on your personal credit. I'll bring on more credit people. I'll remember that. Put that in the notes. You need to be having your business bank account, and you need to be applying for whatever business loans you wanted in this time frame, in the next 90 days. Don't wait to July. Don't wait to August. Don't wait to September and call me and be like, Erica, I tried to apply in September and they're not giving any money. I told you. It's not. I told you. Okay, like there's quarters, there's seasons. No bank wants to give you money in the fourth quarter when the fourth quarter is when you're supposed to start making money and you aren't making money. Okay, but that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother one. Let's just bring it back to that. QuickBooks gives us loans. Stripe gives loans. You name the company, they give loans. Blue Vine, a lot of these fintechs. You just have to be in the right space. Okay. I got too many notes here. Blah, 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 blah. I got too many notes. Oh, someone talked about inheritances and how there's racism in the market and all that stuff. And I agree. We already know that. We already know that. We already know about housing. We know about redlining. We know those histories. If you actually know the numbers for inheritance, I'm going to give them to you and I'm going to tell you why they don't matter. Are you ready? The average inheritance is $6,000. Yeah. Let me tell you that again. The average poor person inheritance is that's the cheap policy your grandpa and grandma got from the bad insurance person to bury them. And then it's barely enough. Let me give you another one. Middle class is $32,000. Average middle class life insurance policies, $32,000. Now we already told you what the fake middle class numbers are: $30K to $100K a year, right? Average inheritance from a wealthy person, $719,000. See how that jumped? $6K, $32K, $719,000. Ultra wealthy, $2.7 million is the average life insurance inheritance they receive. Let me tell you why it don't matter. Every study that's been studying inheritance for the last 90 years, I think it's almost 100 at this point with the Great Depression thing. The average person spends their inheritance in 9 months, no matter how much they get. Don't believe me? Go look up some of Dave Ramsey's calls where people getting $500,000, $600,000, $1 million, $2 million. Why do you think JG Wentworth commercials exist? I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now. You know the song JG Wentworth, 867, call, get your cash now. Why? Because people have a nature. I mean, look at the Instagram that they catching these rappers on. People don't want to be a millionaire. They want to spend $1 million. They don't want to be a millionaire. They want to spend $1 million. That's why when I post stuff on this channel showing dividend stocks and people like, well, that ain't a lot of money. I already know where their mind is. They are in the stuck in settling categories. They'll never start chumping in, right? Even the Just Stocks Profits channel, I have these videos patched. I think a bunch of them released this week. I promise. I know I've been delaying for 4 months, but I almost didn't want to do it because people are like, well, you know, you can make more money in the stock market if you're trading, man. Trading. I'm like, you don't got no money, bro. Just put your $20 in this dividend stock and chill out. Chill out till you got more money to work with. Can you start an account? Ask Diamond Dave and Todd and all these other people. Can you start an account with $500? Yeah, man, you can. But a lot of y'all don't have the temperament or the training, right? People make fun of Dave Ramsey talking, oh, that stupid book. Y'all don't have no discipline, so some of y'all need that stupid book. That's what you need. You dig? Okay, so we can't blame inheritances because we already know from the study they spend that crap in 9 months. Okay? Where are we at on our notes? Got too many notes over here. What drives business? What drives business? And it may be shocking. I may shock you here. But honestly, the YouTubers and the business owners that have one big ideal do better than everybody with multiple classes and courses. I know. Crazy, right? The reason Terry Gioma's at probably $30-40 million at this point, still number one on Teachable, one big ideal. Stocks. We're going to trade stocks. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to trade these stocks. We're going to make these stock money. Done. Okay? The reason you have Ed Mullet, Sam Owens, Eric Hip Hop Timer Preacher, one big concept. One. And they do everything to drive energy to that one concept. And I'm using the word energy on purpose. They do everything. Everybody on staff goal is for that. Grant Cardone told you when he had to reinvent the business. You see, if you go back and look at Grant Cardone's videos about 7 years ago, he's a whole different person. Very calm, very informal, telling you this is how this goes, yada, yada, yada. He's doing interviews on CNBC like a normal person. All of a sudden, Grant Cardone said, let me be a jackass fool. Let me get a cigar in my mouth. Let me get extra Greek with it because he's not white, he's Greek. And he's from a part of Louisiana where they let you know you're not white, you Greek. So trust me, like go to some parts of Louisiana, they let you know you're not white, okay? And he played that up almost like a character. And we're gonna 10x. Now people are gonna be like, oh, I hate Grant Cardone. He's this, but guess what? You know him, and you have an energy towards him, and all that does is drive more people to that or against it. People hate watch, y'all. Did you know that? People hate watch. There are some people right now to this day, I disagree with everything they say. And I look at their videos, I'll be like, I can't stop myself from watching this shit. Because hate watching is a real thing. It's weird. You have to stop yourself. You have to literally block all their content. Never see it again. But that's where people are. They call them a confused fan. You're a confused fan. You got people on this channel. We got 337 people in here. Hit the like button if you're here. We got people on this channel are in every comment section. Erica, I hate you. You fat. You this, you that. I hate you, girl. You make me sick. But you do know what you're talking about on business. I'd be like, what is wrong with you? Why are you watching me? There's 30 million other YouTube channels, baby. There's a million people talking about business. You ain't got to be here. You ain't got to be here, baby. But they're here because people hate watch. So I welcome you too. All trolls and haters, welcome to the chat, right? Because at the end of the day, they know something in their brain is like, this girl's not selling me bull. I'm telling you what's happened. Go watch my old videos. Everything I said is happening. I study the markets. I study economy. I may not have all the little perfect diction and words down, but I can tell you what I see is coming. And I can tell you what wealthy people are doing. Every time I go to these groups and events, they're partnering together. They're making super teams. They're appealing to the United States government so that they can build low income housing apartments. They're doing all the tricks in the trade. They got their wife Susie as 51%, so they can have 8 government contract options, and it's the white dude running it. I mean, I've seen it, y'all. I sit in these rooms and I'm laughing. There's a reason I'm partnering with Andy down there in St. Petersburg, Florida. You in Florida, you a builder, but you know, if you're a minority builder, people ain't hanging out with you like that sometimes. I ain't got to go too far, but you know what I'm saying? Build your own team. I got to be careful on the words now. Now that they done rounded up Young Thug and them, you got to be careful on the words. Build your own team. We're going to use the word team, not conglomerate, not mob, not mafia, none of them words. None of them words. Not a gang, anything. Like just a team of people together, okay? And you build a team of 3 people, y'all can take down the whole city. You really can. So that's mostly what I had, but it was I had some other notes, but I don't think they're relevant for tonight. But what drives your business? Marketing is the eyes, getting more eyes on the business. Because I can tell you right now, if we do like we plan on doing this later in this summer on this channel, and I have 100 videos with 1 million views, I would be a 10K millionaire. I'm a 10X millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Just the way this platform works, right? Let me see. Do we hit everything? I think we hit everything. Where can you increase your income today and daily? That's why I told you today I bought 10 Kendrick Lamar tickets. I'm going to turn around and sell them bad boys for 3X, if not 4X the price. I also did some other things with my affiliate marketing. How much do you need to be 1%? We talked about that. How much do you need to be rich? How to make 1 million in a year? We talked about that. Reverse engineer it, baby. Whatever it is. And honestly, get on the phone, call me, because some of y'all have some great business ideas and I can't break it down on a live. It's just too much. But I could totally break it down on the phone with you and in a call. You know what I mean? I've got the calls on special for, I think, the next 2 days as part of the Friday special. What drives business and levels to this? Again, we already talked about the levels. We talked about all this, right? You saw where a lot of times people say, well, Erica, people just need to focus on going to work and get a job. Well, you already saw Wells Fargo got caught. I mean, I don't even know why Wells Fargo is still open. I don't know who they're lobbying to, but they are the best lobbyists in the world. They got caught fake job offers to women and minorities. They got caught rejecting half the applicants that were black for refinancing. They got caught every couple of years doing something foul, but yet y'all still at Wells Fargo. I don't even know how a person can wake up and look at themselves and have a Wells Fargo bank account. I really don't. And I've got over 20 bank accounts at 20 different Texas banks. And I'm like, I wish one of them say something crazy. I'd be like, oh, you said something great? Closing it, goodbye. But people get really stuck. And you got to move around, baby. You got to move around. All right, let me check some of y'all comments here. It's been 40 minutes in. I know I've been ranting and raving. But I hope this was educational for you. Again, remember, what is rich? 100K to 400K cash in your hand, you still comfortably poor. One hit from the government, alphabet people, you're going to have a problem. 10 to 30 million with cash, quick sell assets is comfortably rich. But let's be careful on that word, because every year we look up some basketball player, some football player with 10, 20 million and it's gone. All right? It's not enough. Depending on what you're trying to do. Let's be very clear. Some of y'all, if I gave y'all 2 million, y'all would live the rest of your life taking small little baby doses of it for the rest of your life. And that's fine. That's your choice. Live your life. All right. Honey, yes, these new workers be hanging out like they hanging out at work. Like it's like they not even supposed to be here. It's crazy. Nail salon is the same. Workers on the phones, not even cleaning the place. I mean, these are places you have to constantly clean. Constantly. I love you with the cow. Y'all, when you come to the boat party and the winery event, let me tell you, I'm gonna have a couple different hats. Y'all gonna be sick of me. I'm like, if she changed her clothes one more time, I'm gonna be like, yep, it's my party. I'm gonna do it. Listen, the young dude with diabetic test strips and the YouTube, killing it. Oh, unaliving it. They mess with your streams now. Unaliving it. My bad. You got to be careful with the wording. Some will even get a jab because their job mandated it for them to be in the building. Honey. And then they're going to be at work on their computer on Facebook all day. Come on, man. I will try. John, did you have a problem with the last one? Let me know. Man, listen, I wear my hat. I look, y'all see I got my wine right here. I've had a great day. This is a income in the green day. But you listen to some people online, the sky is falling, a recession, the world's ending. I told y'all, every recession, regardless of 2008, there were still people flipping houses just slowly. Very slowly. Listen, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I was out at when we were doing the TV commercial. We were like, "Are you doing a music video?" I said, "No, it's a TV commercial." And they'd be like, "Cool," and like be talking to us. I had to keep reading the lines over and over. It was annoying. I like this space. My Facebook newsfeed is oblivious to Facebook. These people. Let me tell y'all. I keep trying to tell y'all. Listen, the reason y'all be getting mad at me, but I tell you, y'all got to do that much. Right? If you realize 27% of people, they had the article come out, 27% of people have not read a book or an article or anything reading in the past year. That's your competition. First of all, go ahead and just knock off 30% of Americans. They ain't reading. They ain't really working out. They just in a zombie zone. They eating crap, drinking soda, about to die. 600-pound lifers, just like, not all of them, but a lot of them are. That's why when people say, there's no fit women out here and us men are working hard, 70% of women are fat, 70% of men are fat. So somebody lying. Go find you a chubby Sheila and y'all go do chubby together and go live your life. Quit trying to fool yourself. Brother, don't do it. Don't do it. So you already know people are on zombie mode, right? I remember I sat with some friends and the one girl had a husband. He won't doing that much. Let's just go there. He wasn't doing that much. He was working a job, but he wasn't doing that much. But they had got $300,000 in equity out of their house here in Austin, Texas. And the wife said, "This is what we gonna do." Because a lot of y'all don't believe that. You're like, no. Yes, it's big equity here now. We're gonna take this money. We're gonna go get a house out here near Wembley, and we're gonna build our vacation home that we can also rent out. So he agrees to do it. And they are wealthy as hell. And her husband's still doing bare minimum work. And what y'all don't understand is the being married or even just owning a house, the flexibility in that, the opportunity in that. See, people are so asleep at the wheel. Well, I got my little apartment with my granite canister. I'm doing all right, Erica. I'm doing okay for myself. I'm happy. I get to go to Columbia once a year for a weekend and trick off. Baby, it's about to be a rough. You're going to be that stuck and settling class. No worries. It's about to be rough for you. Good luck. Yeah. Having choices. Having choices is the littest thing of all. Cash out refund. 20K. I'm telling you. Listen. They're going to have these people in these offices. Love the format. Yeah, it's just for energy. It's energy for me. It's energy for the videos. It's good energy. So thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. My house almost appreciated 200,000 after 2 years. I was thinking cash out refinancing. Would you recommend that with the high interest rates? Lewis Luck, come on, man. Interest rates gonna be 10%. People still gonna be buying houses. Now I don't know all your information. Again, I am a YouTuber who's sharing my financial history and experience. I am not licensed. I cannot tell you what to do. I can only tell you my opinion. I can only tell you what I think I'm doing, what I think I would do, what I would share. So thank you for your $5. And I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, disclaimer, I would be able to take, because they're not going to, if you live in Texas, they're not letting you take the whole 100%. You only do 80%. That's why Texas had no foreclosures. Texas was one of the lowest places having foreclosures in 2008 because we wouldn't let you take 100% out of it. So let's say you got an extra 200,000. They only, if they're a good cash out refi place, they only gonna give you 175. A lot of y'all get really addicted to the interest rates. Erica, my payment's gonna change. Of course, your payment's gonna change. You're taking out money from your house and making your mortgage bigger. So, in my opinion, if I had something that I wanted to invest in, something that's going to generate income, I would be all about it. But again, I don't know enough about you. I don't know what you do. I don't know your job. I don't know your credit score. There's so many things that I can't say because I don't know you. Does that make sense, Lewis? So feel free. The calls are half off for like I think the next 2 days. Feel free to book a call because I can't just guess. But that'd be my general. Nuck if you buck. Not 10K, but you may listen. Y'all know. You know it's true. You know it's true. You know it's true. They call me every week with this. Still very low. Still very low. You know, by the time y'all get to the boat party, don't even talk to me. When I got my 2 abs, don't talk to me. No. I'm gonna be cutting out. There you go. Thanks, John. Exactly. Watch a bunch of the videos. They're free. You can't make a commitment, right? Do it for free. Eric, you look nice with the hat on. Makes me want some black eyed peas and rice. What the fuck? Thanks for the $10 super chat. Y'all wilding out here. Thank you, nav.com. If you watch my previous videos, nav.com, Stripe, PayPal, QuickBooks, they all give you money. They all give you money. Every bit of them. Oh, Terry the Notary Republic. I hope you're a mobile notary running around getting that dollars. Listen, BR, if it's my money and I want it now, call JG Whitworth 877 now. Oh man. A lot of them are, but there's no reason to be. There's no reason to be. Even on this channel, I've held up. There's books sitting on my counter right now. I sat down and read that Felix book like from the beginning again. I think I got halfway through the book, y'all, and then I started drinking wine. I had to slow down. This book right here, Millionaire by 30. It's a dad with his 2 sons. I'm telling you, there's a reason you are interacting with people who are coming out of college. They don't have high paying jobs, not too crazy high. They married, they get a house, and all of a sudden you look up at 35 and they're stunting every year at beaches and your family's not. Y'all know my whole angst against seeing, just as a community, we start later. If you actually talk to a lot of these recruiters, these tech companies, these military recruiters, they got people 35 years old, black, coming in there every day, white too. But I'm talking about for the black community. We starting late on everything. We're gonna get married late in our 30s. We're gonna buy our first house in our 30s. We're gonna have these kids, these men on the internet. I'm gonna be 50 when I have my first kid. Baby, come on, man. Like we're starting so late. That's why we have so much scams out here, because people want to be scammed. Well, I thought I gave you $2 and you give me 100,000. I ain't never said such things, baby. Never. Read that book. Read it. When you read a book one time, go back and read it again in a year or two. You're in a whole different mindset. Whole different mindset. Listen, y'all all know it. You all know it. There you go. In Minnesota, they used to listen, John, in Raleigh, North Carolina. They try to act like it's not true, but Raleigh, North Carolina has a Greek day and an Italian day. If you were Greek and Italian, you did not go to the regular schools in Raleigh, North Carolina. Go look this up. Don't take my word on it. Google it. They had Italian schools and Italian Greek school in Raleigh off of Glenwood. And then they also, in North Carolina, where I'm from, my mom and two of her cousins and one of my aunts were the 4 people to integrate a school. They said, hey, send us some Indians and blacks. And they sent my mom, my aunt, and 2 other kids that were lighter than them. And the school was like, ugh. They're like, but you're supposed to send 40. Well, 4 is enough. So imagine how rough my mom's school year was for a year. Fighting all the time. A girl in a dress. Fight. This is when you had to wear a dress at school. So you know what I mean? My mom she doesn't play that game. She's like, I grew up when we were fighting at school because we were the first people to integrate the school. And then at the end of the year, my grandma said, that's enough. My child's coming back over here. I'm done with this. Because you have to understand that when there's enough. So again, North Carolina tried to act like that was a long time ago. My mom was only 61 years old, y'all. This is when she was 11 years old, less than 50 years ago. People try to play like this was so long ago. Nah, man, they still got those places. There's still a Greek school in North Carolina. It's a private school now in Fayetteville, but they act like, oh, no, man, it's just, we keep it for heritage. No, y'all had to go there at one point. People gonna make money every day. People made money today, even when the stock market went down. What does Diamond Dave and them tell you? You're a real trader if you make money whether the market goes up or goes down. But people don't want to hear that part. They don't want to study. Thank you. I love y'all back. Always. Always. If you ain't got no haters, you're doing something, man, you can walk in a store and somebody hate on you. Be like, all right, cool. What's going on, Wells Fargo? What's going on, Wells Fargo? Alexa's here to learn. Let me tell you something. Everything. They're shitty. They disregard loans for black people. They make fake interviews for black and minority people after they've already filled the job position. They make fake bank accounts. They got caught making fake bank accounts. Every couple of years, they get sued for discrimination. That's what's going on with Wells Fargo. If you're a Wells Fargo person, I don't care that Wells Fargo predicted any crash. You know why I don't care? Because I'm in income generating things. I'm building real estate. I'm buying land in rural areas where they're going to push y'all out to. And I'm doing what several people who are long-term wealth builders are doing. They build real estate, even slowly. Let's say they build it in 2 months, 3 months. Hard money lenders or the bank's going to turn around and give you $200,000, $300,000 cash. If you're lucky, like some people, $600,000 cash for you to finish that house and keep that money. And then at the end of when you finish the product, hey, do you want to cash out refi or sell this house to another seller? Well, I think I'm a cash out refi this bad boy. And now you got a pocket full of money and you put that money in what? Into other projects. I don't hide anything from y'all on this show. It's very transparent. That's why somebody said, well, this other guy talks about this. I said, I've talked about it before. Videos are just long. I know people have the mindset and attention span of goldfish. So again, that's why we're chopping up hundreds of videos into 5-minute eatable, delectable commentary because people can't watch something for more than 30 minutes. We already know that. There you go. There are a million other YouTubers talking about business, but most of them what are they saying is fluff, filter, BS. Erica gives you the real for the $3.99. Andrew Ford, I give it to you for the real. And guess what? When I offered 10 people to be sponsors for the boat party, they jumped on it. I said, hey, look, the package is $2,000. Oh, I'm your sponsor. I'll be your sponsor today. I'm like, cool, great, thanks. Thank you for helping. Thanks for buying more wine for the Classic Climbers. It's going to be 110 people cutting up. See. There you go. Paying attention. Got to change these name titles. Shout out to the Classy Climb gang. Nope. We don't say gang here. The feds is watching. We're a group of people. We're a team. How to schedule a call. The Calendly link. I don't know if anybody's put it in the chat or it's not in the description. I apologize. The Calendly link is in the chat. Y'all can just copy and paste it for yourself. It should be right. If it ain't right, I apologize. All right. Wells Fargo, alternative. Man, there's over 1,500 business banks in America, countless 3,000 other types of banks. Any bank's better. If you've taken any of my courses, the funding course, the spring cream credit course, the one-page business plan course, we show you that small community banks within 3 months are going to give you $5,000 to $25,000. Why? Because they need it. They're not a Wells Fargo. They're not a Chase Bank. They can't just rely on the government handouts. They got to make money or that small bank closes. That's why, if you've ever been in any of our classes, that we show you every week what's an alternative. Let's see here. Ooh, there's some more. We're going to finish it up because it's going on an hour. And I want to finish this wine. Let's see. It's a good Friday to be alive. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Wells Fargo got money coming from overseas. They got all kind of stuff. They don't care. This is right here a Stetson, but it is a Justin Southern authentic Western wear. Facebook knows it's trash. And ever since the Apple product issue, Facebook's in a world of hurt. But guess what? Facebook's still going to make money. 80% of Florida as well. Boom, all about options, quality life. It really is. There's going to be some Timbs at that boat party. There's going to be some boots. Eric, I'm a broke college student with 20,000 debt. Where should I start? If you're a broke college student with 20K in debt, the first thing you should do is say, what's the timeline for me paying off this debt? Do I want to pay it off in 1 year? If you want to pay it off in 1 year, how much do you need to survive, right? First things first. Let's say you say, hey, I might live with roommates or friends this year. I need to make 45K minimum so that I can take 20 of it and pay off my student debt in 1 year and then take the rest of the money to be able to live, eat, pay my car bills, have a little bit of life. And that would be my goal. I would live like that for 2 years straight. Because the second year, if I can pay off all that debt in 1 year, that second year, I'm going to take that extra 20K and I'm going to either go buy a house with it, or I'm going to go travel the world for a year, or I'm going to pay off my car, or I'm going to do something with that 20K. Because 20K, I know y'all don't think it's a lot of money, but I've seen people get into partnerships, change their life. I've seen people start businesses with 20K, have a completely different life. I've seen people start a car mobile detailing business. I've seen a dude start a power washing business. I've seen a dude start an HVAC company. As you see all my videos with all my affiliates, you can start a handyman business. You can do a ton of stuff where you're not even the person doing it. If you take the Middleman to Millions course, you don't even need to use the whole 20K. You probably use 5K of that and be rolling that week. But that's a whole nother conversation. But if you're a broke college student, let's say you're saying, Erica, I'm still in college, because that was for me. That's for if you got out of college. But let's say I'm in college still. You're in college still, mobile notary, diabetic test strips, phone calls. You can do phone calls for all kind of people and make a good 3K a month. I know people paying people 3K a month right now to make phone calls for them. So in between classes, you go over to their office and you're making phone calls for them. I've seen it. Stock market, right? Ticket reselling. I just bought 10 Kendrick Lamar tickets today for cheap. Gonna turn around some for a 3 to 4x price. There's all type of ways they can make money. And also they got to know their budget if they're a broke college student. What's their budget? There you go. Someone said Hell's Fargo. Hell's Fargo. Thank you. If anything, Wells Fargo is like, crash this bit, crash it, so we can make all the money off of it. Y'all got to understand the world power, and we got to be careful here. When people talk about the Civil War, there were people on both sides. There were people funding the South and funding the North. Why? Because they was going to win either way. They were going to win either way. You ever heard the term carpetbagger? And you're like, why do people keep using that term in the South? That's a harsh term. Carpetbagger was a northern person who ran with their carpet, because they were so broke back then. They had a bag and they stuffed a little bit of clothes in it and a little bit of tools, and they would run down south. Why? Because the Civil War just killed a bunch of people, unalived. Sorry, algorithm, unalived a bunch of people. There were empty houses, empty land, empty properties. Our family still had our plantation down there because we were in the middle of nowhere and nobody cared. Okay? Places in South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Why? Because over, I think it was, if somebody looks up the number real quick for me, was it 100,000? I think it was 100,000 Civil War folks and generals and soldiers went to actual Brazil and made a whole little Confederate place down there in Brazil. Look up the number for me. I don't know if it's 100,000 or 50,000, but I want you to understand that point in that time in America. If we have 100,000 people dip out of the South, do you know how many homes and farms and businesses were just empty and people just walked right in those bad boys claiming they were whoever? Hey, I'm Jimbo's cousin from Connecticut. Here I am. I'm Jesse's cousin from Maryland. I'm here to take over his property because he's gone. He's dead. A lot of that went on. When you see 1883 and the show where people jumped on the trains and went west, a lot of those people that went west were foreigners that came here on trains. The United States wanted those people to come in and rebuild the South and the North, but that's what them white people did. They said, we ain't staying here. We got to work like a dog to stay here. I'm going out west where I can just step on a piece of land and say it's mine. Pay attention, y'all. Like, this is the same thing is happening when we call people carpetbaggers. Is happening again. All these people from New York went to Atlanta, and guess what they did? They looked around at all the black people in Atlanta. Look at these black folks in Atlanta doing nothing. We're going to open up businesses and restaurants and hookah lounges, and they're going to love it. And they do. They do. Same thing happening right now in Florida. Same thing happening in Georgia. Same thing happening in North Carolina. You come down there in your pocket with 10K, 20K, take over a little town. One of the mayors of our town out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, was a boy from Florida. He came into town. He volunteered, found out who's the wealthiest families. When he got out of the military, opened a restaurant, got all the incentives for having a downtown restaurant, married the popular car dealership man's daughter, because that is still a small town. And he ran for mayor. Then he ran for Senate. Now he's in Congress. It's been under 10 years. And people say, oh, Erica, that's crazy. That's no, this happens in America. This is still a country where I could come out of New York, come to North Carolina, work a bunch of jobs, buy up real estate, keep buying it up, turn around and do something different. That's why you have all these people coming from New York. That's why you have these people coming to Texas, because they know if I get here to Texas, nobody knows Bonquisha was a wild one back in California. Bonquisha can now be a saved church girl and dress really pretty and really modest and work an office job and get married to some guy who don't even know, right? That's America right now. And so there are people who fund both sides of this thing. I didn't mean to go too far off of that, but you already know. Wells Fargo opened a fake credit account. Yep. There you go. I'm telling you. There you go, y'all. Put it in the chat. Let me see what else y'all got in here. Finish this combo. Let's finish it all up. That's right. People have nowhere to go. If I see one more G-Wagon tax video, I'm going to lose my shit. But they know that's what y'all want. You guys, everybody knows that's what you want. You want to see the yachts. You want to see them living this fantasy life. You want them to see them pretending to be the Wire. You got two Hispanic men who are the big dogs in the black manosphere. And anytime you point out, hey, these men are Hispanic. Hey, man, shut up, man. Don't you bring that up, Erica. Be quiet. Well, this guy's last name is Lopez. This last guy over here is Mexican. Why is he talking about N-words and black women? Hey, man, you hush your mouth. You be quiet, Erica. Okay. People love living in fantasy. Let them live in fantasy. Let them live. Let them live in fantasy. If I show people, hey man, I went on 52 flights the year before. I went on 40 flights before that, 35. Well, that don't mean nothing. You ain't driving no Porsche. Do you know how much flights are? Yeah, but that don't mean nothing. Okay. People get free flights all the time, Erica. Okay. This is the insanity we have out here. If somebody's saying something, and no shade, no foul, I love Wall Street Trapper. Wall Street Trapper? What's up, trappers? Like, a lot of y'all love the fantasy of gang life. You love it. You love it. People like, yeah, what's up? I'm a trapper. Man, you work at UPS. You live in the suburbs with your mama. You ain't no trapper. But they love the names. They love it. So people have certain things. What's up, Sienna Herbert? Sienna Herbert, party facilitator. This year's boat party. There you go. You make 40. There you go. Target. It depends on what you're looking for. If you work for a real estate office, you could be. Let me think of the names for our lie. If you're doing phone calls for a real estate office, you either income leads, or you're a phone something. Y'all go on Indeed and help me out. I done had some wine. Selling data detection. We have somebody in our Facebook group the first week of buying Felix course. She made $1,000 and she posted it. She was like, "Yo, I made $1,000." And everybody's like, "Congratulations!" Unsolicited. She just did put it in there. Tanya Young, go watch our previous video with Felix on diabetic testing strips. Thank you, John. Thank you for correcting me. 20,000. So let's just imagine 20,000 people vacate the South to go to Brazil. How many people is 20,000, y'all? 20,000? Think about how many went to Mexico. Mexico had already cut the shit. Mexico was like, we ain't doing that shit. We're done with that. Mexico was done. Mexico's first president was very blackish looking. But if you ask them, no, he wasn't black. He was just dark skinned. Okay, well, his photos, he looked black. His hair looked real black too. But we're not gonna go deep in that. We can't do it. There you go. I'm already telling you. Carpetbagger in the United States, a person from northern states who went to the South after Civil War to profit from Reconstruction. A person perceived as an unscrupulous opportunist. There you go. People still use the word. People still use the word. Thank you so much. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Come on. If you know anybody from Atlanta, the people who own business in Atlanta are Islanders, Jamaicans, Haitians, foreigners, and the people who start businesses that are black are from New York and from northern states. They are not Southerners. They are not from Atlanta. When that girl says Decatur is not Atlanta, she's right. None of them are from there. If you go to a lot of places where Jamaican food spots are, they're not from there. They're from somewhere else. They're from up north. It's not uncommon. Go check it out. There's nobody, even here in Texas, it's starting to be that way. When I meet black people here, I'm like, hey man, what's up? They're like, oh, I'm from Philly. I'm from Ohio. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm from this place. They're never from here. When I actually meet black people that are from Austin, Texas, yeah, it's been so hard. They put us out there over there. What? You've been here 20 years, ain't gotten a tech. You've been here 20 years, a community college could have put you on for free and you ain't got no better job than what you got? That's a choice, baby. That's a choice. Wells Fargo don't even do retirement accounts anymore. They ain't got to. No, we're not. We're not doing that. Listen, you know why we're not doing that, Charles? We're not. We have whole YouTube videos on this channel. Go on the community tab and go get the pallet course. It's $20. $20. If you are not willing to invest $20 in yourself, don't do it. If you go see the diabetic testing strip, I think his is way more than that, $20. But I think he even gives discounts every couple of days. We're not doing it. Sorry. Thank you for a $15 super chat. You want to ask a different question? Go ahead, but I'm not explaining that. That's ridiculous. Americans have a problem with escapism. It's true. Angry man is a Hispanic man. Get out of here. Get out of here. He's Hispanic. He's not black whatsoever. Dropping the N-word every 2 minutes. It's insane. Facts. Big up on Trapper figuring out people want to imagine they sold drugs. People love it. People love it. Listen, when you meet a black guy from the suburbs, let me tell you something. What attractive to me is those extra corny black dudes from the suburbs. I find them so attractive. You know why? Because they are who they are. If they ain't trying to be corny and act like they hood, like I had a guest come on the show one time, he was trying to act hood. I was like, baby, you're from the suburbs. What are you doing? It reeks of lame. Quit it. I used to know this big old beautiful teddy bear black man, played football, was in the suburbs, and everybody thought his wife is gonna be white. He gonna have a white wife. Man, he came in there with some girl from Maryland who's like, hello, everybody. Hi. Black girl from Maryland. Family got money. It exists. We try to act like it don't exist, but it exists heavily. People out here trying so hard to act hood. It's exhausting. I'm here in Fayetteville too. Fayetteville, North Carolina, or Fayetteville, Arkansas, or Fayetteville, Georgia. I'm from Fayetteville, NC. But people from Fayetteville would be crying the same thing. These military people just come to town and don't respect the town. Why haven't you figured out a way to make money from these military people? Why don't you own 20 houses in the neighborhood? Ty Little, one of our classy climbers on here. I started talking about real estate from Fayetteville, North Carolina. She owned 5 properties within 2 years. You guys are making excuses. My family owns, I think, 32 houses in the area. People are making excuses. The houses be 35,000. Now that they're 100 and 120, people are like, this is insane. Why are they charging so much for these houses that are cheap? And I'm sitting there like, but you've been in my hometown for 20 years. You could have bought a house when it was 35. Well, I don't want to buy it over there. Okay, well, then nobody wants to hear it. You ain't got to live there. Just own it. Rent it out. Shit's crazy to me. I'm excited to have you, Sienna Herbert. She's going to be one of our party facilitators. We actually still got to get a party facilitator for the charter bus because I'm already going to be at the place. But that charter bus ride is a solid hour on a Friday. I'm going to tell y'all that now. So we're going to have some snacks, some water, some stuff in there so y'all not bored. Broke people are some of the most opinionated. You already know it's Louis Luck, $5. Bone Quish. Listen, Bone Quish, like the Ville's got a bunch of silly names, but we also got a bunch of half black Asian kids running around acting like they ain't got no damn sense. Bien said Guerrero was a biracial. Listen, they tell you that some of these people are biracial up here, but there's about 4 dudes over there in the manosphere that are Latino. Latino is what they put on their paperwork, and they say an N-word every 2 minutes. No, thank you. No, thank you. Listen, my cousin bought a house in Douglasville. Every black person around her was not from Atlanta. Decatur is not Atlanta. College Park is not Atlanta. Oh, my laptop's about to die, y'all. I got to go. Y'all been fun. Anything Trap, Mac, G in their business, I avoid. I know what listen, you already know. I just sold my video. Listen, my computer about to die, y'all. I forgot to plug it up. You're attacking the space. You're attacking the space. No, you're fine, baby. You're fine. I actually been to Wyoming. I'm going back to Yellowstone in a couple days, maybe like 15 days. You're fine, boo-boo. Just rewind the video or go back and catch the channel. It's on the community tab. I wish I was from the suburbs. I can't stand blacks who pat. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's insulting. It's insulting. It's insulting. I mean, his last name is Valdez. Listen, this is the number one thing it pisses me off about New Yorkers coming to North Carolina. I'm from New York. Blah, 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 blah. You've been here since you're 3 years old. You're not from New York. You're from North Carolina. Shut up. Shut up. It's insane. It's insane. I'm sick of the New Yorkers. I'm from New York. When'd you get here? When I was 12 months old as a baby. I came from New York and I've been in North Carolina my whole life. Baby, you're not from New York. You're not. Stop it. It's insane. My computer is about to die. This is how silly this is. I forgot to bring my plug over here. Anyways, listen, no problem, Char. No problem. Check out the videos. Everybody relax. Everybody relax. I mean, it's insane. It gets ridiculous. I mean, they're obsessed with it. I'm from New York. You've been out here 22 years, but I'm from New York. You're 24 years old, so that means you only were there for 2 years, but I'm from New York. All right, cool. No problem. I apologize. I'm rude. I apologize. Anyways, you guys, the computer's going to die, and I'm doing too much. I love it. You guys have a great day. You guys, this is your girl, Erica Classic on Blog. 386 people here. Hit the like button. If this was helpful, informative to you, make sure you hit the like button when this is over. All New Yorkers, relax. DC folks, relax. We just joking with you. We just joking with you. You know, it's okay. We're joking with you. It's all right. You don't have to claim South Carolina, North Carolina, even though you have a North Carolina accent, but you're from New York. Okay, we ain't just joking. We're just joking. Everybody relax. Okay. Anyways, you guys, you can be rich this year. You can profit this year. You don't have to suffer a recession. Careful of the words you use. Keep talking all that negative, shitty words. You can make money every day of the week, regardless. Don't let them play with you like this. Pay attention to what wealthy people are doing, what people with money are doing. What are they doing with their money? Pay attention.